right. Welcome to Layers of the Culture.
Layers of the Culture, yes.
Yes, sir.
Episode 9.
Episode 9. We appreciate y'all checking us out.
Yep.
Once again, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we're a little delayed on the podcast this week, but we'll be all right. So we appreciate y'all checking us out. It's got a lot to talk about. This is episode 9 once again, and how's the past couple of weeks been for you?
Man, it's been crazy. First and foremost, to our viewers and stuff. The stuff got held up because of me, so I do want to apologize for that. It's just I got some stuff, some transitional stuff I'm going through in my life. Nothing bad, but it's just some things I have to transition to. But the last couple of weeks been pretty good. Trying to get a new car. Start a new job on Monday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be that BMW. Black man work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm doing.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to the job. I'm excited. It'd be something. As far as like my skill set and stuff, I'm really excited about this job.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
So I'll be having 2 easy gigs.
Hey.
And man.
It's always good to find something that you can relate to in a job. Not just punching the clock and I'm tired as fuck. So
like it was told to me, if you work in something you love, never work a day in your life.
Right. Exactly.
And I try to, have that philosophy. So but
yeah, man.
It's been a long time coming, man. I'm stoked, man, and I'm hoping this leads to other opportunities. But
that's what's up.
Anyway, how's your week, man? I don't want to gloat about myself.
Nah, you good, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You got this.
Nah. Sometimes you need to talk it out, Sometimes you need to talk about it. But everything's been good, man. I cannot even complain, man. I actually met somebody I'm seeing now.
Okay.
Yeah, so man, I'm back in these streets.
Put the Curtis badge
the magic. Yeah.
Girl, sit you down with these bean pies.
Nah, not the bean pies.
Good luck with the people. You know I gotta fuck with you.
Light some candles, eat some bean pies.
Bean pies, girl.
Bean pie, my sister.
Yes, what I'm saying. This can all be including you, girl. This is it.
but yeah, man, I cannot complain. Everything has been good, man. She is great. I cannot complain at all.
That's what's up.
So, but yeah, everything has been good. I just been still working and just us getting through the week. Making keeping these bills paid. That's about all you can do this day, man.
Bills.
Yeah, man, them bills will jump on you, Roy. Man, nigga, didn't I tell you put you in a full now? Didn't I tell you? Right.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
I see you 30 days ago. Nah, 31.
Right, nigga. Sleep a hole. Go to sleep.
That's right. Take him down, I'll take you down.
But yeah, man. It's been cool though, man. Just just meeting somebody new has made the weeks go by like nothing.
Oh, man, that is
when you find somebody who's actually into you like that, it's like, everything is great.
May I ask, is she a fan of hip hop or?
She actually is, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
She actually is. Yeah, man, I love it, man. She loves real hip hop. She's actually got a relative that is an actual artist, and she's trying to see if she can hook us up with that.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
We, fingers crossed. Hope that works out. But yeah.
Now, when she say artist, like he like a local artist or somebody that's like legendary.
No, she's a local artist out of New York.
Okay.
And it's a female, but her boyfriend actually raps too.
Okay, that's what's up.
So it's kind of a duo thing, and they dope, man. She let me hear some of their stuff. Dope.
Okay, that's
so yeah. I'm excited, man, to see what we can get done. So I'm share some of the links with you and talk to her about seeing that, because sometimes they'll visit down here from New York, and maybe we could have them on the show or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, but yeah. So let's go ahead and jump into our show today, episode 9. What do you want to tackle first?
let's go ahead. Did anybody? It's sad to say, like, did anybody die?
Nah, not that I know of. I mean, so I think some Hollywood actors, but nobody in hip hop
Okay.
passed away. But
That's good.
yeah.
I think with the celebration of Gang Chilla via Kendrick Lamar,
Right.
officially stamped out
Yep.
something that OVO Drake could not accomplish.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Yeah, man. We got blessed last night, so we're gonna talk about that. So, you want to go ahead and get into what the birthdays, maybe?
Yes.
All right, let's give some birthday shout outs. So, got a little bit to catch up on. So, back on June 21st, we had the super producer Pete Rock. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to him. Yes, sir. On June 22nd, we had my man, one of the pioneers in hip hop, Schoolie D.
GSK, what does that mean?
Yeah, man. That's my joint right there. And then we had my man Corey Guns on the same day. Also, the hip hop pioneer Just Ice.
Latoya.
Yeah, Latoya. Going way back. Yeah, that's my dude right there. He, I think he's still making music to this day.
That's what's up.
On June 23rd, we have my man Memphis Bleak. Happy birthday to him. On June 24th, we had Snow the Product. Happy birthday to her. Dope female. On June 28th, we have my man Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Also, super producer No ID. Happy birthday to him. On July 1st, we have my girl Missy Elliott. Happy birthday to her. Yeah, we definitely posted about her. And also my man to my left, Howie, had a birthday. Yeah. Hitman Howie T. Did you do anything for your birthday?
Man, bought a new car.
Hey, there you go.
That's fucked up.
Drove off the lot.
Yeah. Like, car, yo. All right, man, I'll see how it
right. So I'm like, don't worry about that. Just keep driving. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. So yeah, that's what's up, man. But then on July 2nd, we have my man Spice One, the legend.
Spice One.
Yes, sir. And also another legend, Tony Touch. Yes, sir. On July 3rd, we had Trey the Truth. Happy birthday to him.
All right.
July 5th, we had RZA, Royce the 5'9", Mac Dre, and Bizarre from D12. Happy birthday to all of them.
All them cancers.
Right. And
that's kind of crazy, man. Cancers kind of got some hitters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think between like Gemini and Leo, that's probably like the strongest like MCs, but Cancer got some hitters though.
Okay.
And then I'll give it. I think Scorpio's got a little bit of hitters.
Yeah.
Sagittarius.
I know. Whatever November is. November's got a lot of hitters.
Well, Sagittarius, Scorpio.
Okay. Yeah, November and December both got some hitters.
Yeah.
So I know Rakim is in December.
Yeah.
No, Rakim is January.
He's Capricorn.
January, yeah.
He's Capricorn.
My bad. But anyway, last but not least, on the birthdays on July 6th, we have my man 50 Cent, Rebel INS, Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang, Joel Ortiz, and my man Rhymefest, who I don't think gets enough credit. He's highly underrated.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite rappers out of Chicago, but he kind of stopped rapping a little early for me. But, I get it, man. He was a little more underground. But, so yeah, happy birthday to all of them. All right, so you want to do question of the day or you want to jump into some music?
Yeah, let's do question of the day.
Yes, sir. Question of the day. Go ahead.
This goes to the audience. What was an iconic moment in hip hop for you?
Yes.
We have a segment that we're doing now via TikTok and shorts. Iconic moments in hip hop. I want to salute Curtis for putting some things together. But yeah, man, that Big Daddy Kane joint that you did.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites.
And the fact that like he had only Kane could pull that off. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
exactly.
He was like cool with it happened. He kind of froze and stopped. He dropped the mic and he's like, yeah, I dropped the shit. And I still go off.
Still make it look good. Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, made an opportunity of it just like that, man.
I love it, man.
That was dope.
Yeah.
But that's one that we shared with you. We also shared on that page as well when the Firm got together and did their little joints.
On a Showtime at the Apollo.
Yeah,
That was dope,
so,
man.
Yeah, so
That was
we're gonna
huge.
bring more of those to you, but
Yeah.
man. But what's your iconic moment?
For me, another iconic moment might have been I loved when they did the Sprite commercial with KRS and MC Shan.
Oh yeah.
To me, that was another big thing because I was like, I never felt like they would ever actually even share a room together because I knew, you know, there was some real heat behind the scenes. They didn't want to like kill each other, but I knew MC Shan really felt a certain type of way about that shit. And so when they did the commercial together, for me, I was like, okay, that's cool. I love that. And then you had Red Alert on KRS's side, and you had Mr. Magic on MC Shan's corner. So that was dope. That was dope. What about you? You got any moments you could think of?
Let me see. I would probably say, like, as far as iconic, I mean, I'm trying to think of one on top because there's so many.
Right.
I would probably have to say, dang, I should have had this. And since this is my question.
Yeah.
But let's say the iconic moments. I mean, as far as I would probably have to say probably like Tupac and Biggie beef at the time, you know what I'm saying, coming up. I know that's kind of cliche. I'm not, but as far as like what it did and how it affected the game, unfortunately, I mean, I hate to talk about it on a negative level, but it really kind of had this division. And then honestly, too, I will say this: we had an iconic moment. The Kendrick Lamar, the people dubbing it Game Chilla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what they were saying, like it was a Game Chilla or what is it? Hate Chilla or Chilla. You know what I'm saying? So I mean that, Kendrick bringing unity together.
Yeah, man. That's a whole city,
dog. Huge iconic moment.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, those are kind of two examples. But yeah, we definitely got more. Yours was a great example because the Sprite commercial was iconic.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, and y'all let us know, what you think is an iconic moment from hip hop, over the years, no matter how far back or you could be something recent, like you said. Anything that felt iconic to you that, most people would never forget in hip hop. So, comment down in the comments and let us know how you feel. All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and jump into some new music. So got a few things here. One of the pioneer legends in hip hop, Rakim, dropping a new album. He dropped a new video featuring one of the dopest lyricists from the West Coast, Kurupt, and also one of the dopest lyricists from the East Coast, Master Killer. And that joint goes hard, man. Listen, I forget the name of it. I apologize. But the funny thing is, the verse that actually resonated with me the most was Master Killer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never thought I would hear like a Rakim song. And I'm like, I want to hear that Master Killer part again.
Wow.
Yeah. So Master Killer killed that, man. All of them killed it. But Master Killer, for some reason, his verse stood out to me just a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When that album come out, I know everybody's kind of hyped for the Kendrick and stuff.
Yeah.
And like that whole hype killed a lot of people's shit. Like Nas was supposed to come out with the Big 30. Like we ain't really, and then like Snoop Dogg with the DJ Premier stuff, we ain't really heard too much out of that.
Right, exactly. They did that one song.
All that shit. So I'm really, I know this is gonna be for the hip hop audience. So I'm really looking forward to that Rakim album.
Me too. Definitely, me too, because he's got a lot of features, and I always felt like Rakim should do more features. You know what I mean? I think that is a good formula for him because he's already proven himself to be the God MC by himself. So now it's like let's get you in the room with some more MCs, and keep doing those collabs. So, but yeah, anyway, my man Krishna, he's a Hindu Indian rapper.
Okay.
He's dope. I've been listening to him for a couple of years, and he's actually been out since like somewhere around maybe 08, 09, somewhere in that area. but you know, he really just got on my radar within the past couple of years, and I love what he's doing. He got a new joint out called "Shut Up." He'll rap sometimes in English, and sometimes he'll rap in his native language.
Okay,
So that's
what's
dope.
up.
Yeah. So and then my man Lupe Fiasco just dropped an album called Samurai. Yeah. So yeah, he chopping heads with that joint, man. Because Lupe is one of the dopest lyricists uh, out there, and so I love it, man. I heard one of his songs on there, and he killing it. So shout out to Lupe. Eminem dropped the Toby joint. Did you get to hear that?
Was that the one? Oh,
One with Big Sean?
and
Yeah.
that the one I'm talking about. Someone was bit by a spider.
Yeah. Toby
a goat.
Maguire was bit by a
Yeah.
spider, but me, see, I was bit by a goat.
Yeah, that was
That's pretty dope. That's pretty
yeah, it's
dope.
dope. You know, there's gonna be some Eminem haters like
Right.
you know, nobody in the hood really listen to that. I'm like,
Right.
yeah, but I mean, it's not a club thing enough.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sit down. I mean, it's for what it is. I thought it was pretty good. I like the fact that Eminem actually did their flow pattern and style. They kind of, you know, amped it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, so I mean, I think overall I enjoyed this.
Yeah, shout out to M for that, man. Also, my man Corey Guns got a new joint out called Naysay. You know Corey Guns, you already know what it is with him. He gonna give you the lyrics, you know, he gonna give you the dope beats. He give you that real raw BX New York flavor, you know what I mean? So shout out to Corey Guns. MC Light is dropping a new album. She dropped a single called King King. What she did was, because I follow her on social media, she put it out there like, look, I got a lot of lost tapes type music, B-sides that I never used.
That's what's up.
She said, but they're in the vault and I don't think I'm ever using them. She was like, do y'all as the fans think I should? And she kind of put a poll out there. And the majority of people was like, hell yeah, put that shit out. And so that's what this album is going to be. It's like a lost tapes type. So yeah, so shout out to MC Light. I'm glad she's doing it. I always loved her music.
Is that the one that's featuring Queen Latifah on that one?
I don't know. I didn't actually hear the song yet. I just heard she dropped it.
Okay.
So I need to actually check it out. It could be, but that would be dope too because she does really good on collabs too. So I would love to hear a bunch of collabs with her. My man Heem got a song out called Billy Goat featuring Benny the Butcher. So you already know what that is. Stetson Sonic just dropped a new album, which I'm so happy about, and they got a song called Decipher Part 1.
Okay.
And they still doing it, man. They are known as the hip hop's first band because they were a full band, you know, kind of like you would think the Roots, you know what I mean? They were like hip hop's first band. So yeah, Stats was dope, man. Prince Paul, oh man, they have like 7 or 8 members.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I can't even remember all the names. It was Daddy-O, Fruit Quan, Prince Paul. MC Delight, and I think that's the only ones I can remember. Those 4, but it's at least 2 more. You know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, I knew Daddy-O, but and then Prince Paul.
Yeah.
That's about all I know.
Yeah, man. MC Delight was on Self Destruction. Remember, MC Delight here to say the bottom line. The black on black crime was way before our time. Yeah, that's MC Delight right there. So yeah, that's my dude. So anyway, but yeah, so that's that. And then Joel Santana got to join out with Jadakiss. They did a new version of Party and Bullshit.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, Party and Bullshit. So you know that. Remember that line from the classic Big song. So theirs is not like using the same beat or anything like that. They just mostly use the same title, but completely different type of beat, and they just rapping their ass off. And then we got to talk about the song video that just dropped yesterday, They Not Like Us. Man, listen, Kendrick, man, I love it, man. I love the little verse he said at the beginning before the song started where he kind of rapped another beat. Did you hear that part? Yeah. That was dope.
So I'm thinking that's probably going to be on his album or something like that.
Exactly. It's probably a snippet from something from the album. I love the video. You can tell he just brought the whole city together.
Yeah.
I love how they started off where he knocked on the door. He's like, "What's the password?" I see dead people. I was like, yo, my man. He is he getting the crowd hyped with that one, man. Anytime you hear that, the crowd just go crazy.
What's cool? Yeah, I guess
Go
we're
ahead.
gonna talk some more about. What's great about it too, like you said, the unity, the visuals, the piano joint. The piano joint was hilarious.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of I watched the video, but it was the shout out to Curtis King, or is it King Curtis?
King Curtis, I
King
think,
Curtis,
yeah.
but yeah, him and his siblings, they was actually doing a reaction to it. But yeah, it was definitely a great video.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the comments. It said, "Damn, Drake got destroyed by the nuclear family."
Yo.
And it was actually one thing I liked aesthetically. It was good to see that he brought out a girl or a woman to dance.
Yeah.
And she was actually dancing. There was no, twerking. I mean, I appreciate it. I'm not going to sit here and say that, hey, twerking is disgusting. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was really refreshing to see that. It was great to see the T-shirts, the Not Like Us, had that 90s feel to it.
Yeah.
They had like the red and blues, looking at the unity. And the fact that it being, July the 4th.
Yeah, that was
that white
crazy.
T-shirt, red, white, and blue shirt. Right?
Yeah, that was crazy how you released that on July the 4th.
Yeah, man. So it was, I mean, they knew what they were doing when they did this.
Oh, yeah. Kendrick ain't stupid at all. And then, I don't know if you caught it, but his wife and kids were dancing in the video too near the end.
Yeah,
that was dope, man, because, Drake tried to act like he was like this woman abuser and him and his wife ain't together. And, he was letting nah, me and my wife, we good. We good. You know what I mean? So I love that about the video. When I saw that, I was like, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, shout out to Kendrick, man. That video was dope. I mean, we all know the song is dope because, I mean, it brought the whole West Coast together. And I love that, man. And DJ Mustard, come on.
It was definitely refreshing to see, and really, if you think about it, it really had all the stuff from like modern hip hop videos. You had the money, towards the end. And it was great. Even with the money flashing, he still got like a positive message.
Absolutely.
You got the car, that souped up car. You know what I'm saying? You still had, like, I think to me, he's saying, yeah, you can have these things in the video. I'm not, I'm not saying that's his stance.
Right.
Like, oh, you can have these things in the video, but keep it hip hop.
Yeah.
Keep it, what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's his style of doing things. I know everybody has different styles and things like that, but it was definitely great to see that. Facts.
I like the part in the video. I don't know if you caught it where they was passing the Bible around.
Oh yeah, that was like, yo, my eyes, man, I was. He said, how to beat that Bob, beat his ass, how the Bible go, and he took that baby like,
I was like, yo, he was on one with that, man. I said, that's my man's right there, K-Dot, man. He killed it.
Oh man, that was great.
Shout out to Kendrick, man. He really, that was big for hip hop. That's an iconic moment.
Man.
The whole battle was just an iconic moment. So, and it's funny, man, because I've seen some Drake stans commenting on certain things, and they still feel like Drake won. I'm like, what battle did you listen to? What did you? And they'll say stuff like it wasn't even a contest. He killed Kendrick.
How?
Right. What battle were you listening to?
Now, I will say, like, Drake might have been up when Kendrick really didn't respond as fast as they wanted him to.
Right.
And I will say,
but it was kind of like the Machine Gun Kelly effect.
Yeah.
When he first responded, everybody was like, "Whoa, that was dope." But now, once Kendrick responded, he kind of knocked him back a few pegs.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there was moments that Drake had.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
like the songs he had, I mean, outside of the tailor-made, freestyle with the Tupac AI,
Yeah.
I didn't need to hear that. And honestly, I think people don't really talk about this. The Snoop part was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't have used Snoop. I think, and I'm on, with shout out to Urban X, Black Dot made a mention, which I kind of agree too. So, like, if you're going to use like Tupac, him being, deceased, should have brought out. He should have done maybe like Easy E or like a Mac Drake, somebody that was, deceased on the West as well. Another member instead of someone that's like alive.
Right.
And really, what I'm saying, if you do the history, Snoop and Pac didn't really like each other like that.
Right, especially right at the end.
Yeah, at the end, they weren't cool. But yeah, man, going back on the battle, Drake had his moments. I'm not going to take that away from him. I think Family Matters is great. I mean, I was listening to it in the car like yesterday. I think he got some lines, he got some bars. Push-ups just went hard, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, like, Kendrick son this nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Kendrick son this nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm just and that's the problem too. Not to make this a long topic. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's what I try to explain to Brittany. That's like the people that really listen to this stuff, they're not hip hop fans. They're Drake fans.
Right.
So they don't really understand the nuances and things of like the battle. They just like, oh, this is my favorite rapper. Yeah. And be truthfully, I really don't listen to a whole lot of Drake, and I don't really listen to a whole lot of Kendrick. I like Kendrick, but I really don't because that's really that that generation. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Kendrick sucks. Or even Drake sucks. They're good in their own way.
Yeah.
But Kendrick's the better artist.
Yeah. Overall. Can't even front on that. So, I don't know what y'all be hearing on the Drake side. But anyway, that's just our thoughts on that, but check out the video Not Like Us, man. It's out on YouTube and probably other platforms too.
Yep.
But I guess we can go ahead and jump into our topics, man.
Yep.
Real quick, just to mention, the BET Awards did happen earlier this week, last weekend, but I did tape it, but I didn't really get to look at it, man, because I taped it. I was like, I'm going to just record it just in case anybody says something weird happened. That way I can go back and watch it. But, from what I heard, it was just a bunch of the same stuff, man. One artist after another, Sexy Red twerking, Megan Thee Stallion twerking, blah, blah, blah. Nicki Minaj or Cardi B twerking, just a bunch of one after another coming out there to do their little thing and same old, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't really miss anything. But I did like the fact that Kendrick did win an award. And actually it was one that he was in I think it was Hip Hop Artist of the Year or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But he won over Drake, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so... Yeah. That's the only thing I heard that was kind of dope and positive. But other than that, I'm going to maybe go back and watch it later.
Yeah, from what I heard,
Taraji P.
Henson, she dressed up as Kendrick with a hoodie. And
I heard about that, yeah.
They Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm. I think she did her own bars or something like that.
Kamala Harris was trying to ride on that wave.
Oh, my God. Man, I heard about that, too.
Yeah.
Talking about Kamala, or Kamala, whatever, however you say it. Said that she tried to throw a line out there talking about something. Yeah, girl, they not like us. Nah. You don't get to say that.
You are them. I'm gonna look in. I know that you probably fucked me up. Like, oh, we gonna get this nigga. We can get this. But listen, Kamala Harris, Margaret. July 5th, Friday at 10:27. I regret to inform you that you are them.
Yeah.
You're not us.
Right.
You's them.
Right.
With a capital T.
You about to have the Secret Service knocking at our door. What was that you said about Kamala Harris?
I said to him, like, look, I said, she's not like us.
Right.
She's not like us, man.
But yeah. But we can go ahead and jump into some more topics, man. But if y'all had any moments from the BET Awards y'all want to talk about, please put them in the comments below, and we'll move on. But yeah, so we want to talk about the KRS-One and Lord Jamar situation, because KRS-One was in an interview and he was talking about Latinos and hip hop and how they were part of the creation of hip hop. And Lord Jamar pretty much responded and said, absolutely not. They are not part of the creation. They were there, but they didn't help create it. So, that's been the big debate, you know what I mean? And I will admit, I'm from New York and I grew up in that time. I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s and all of that. So Latinos were definitely there. I will give you that. But I will say I kind of agree with Lord Jamar. I think that it was more of our creation, but because they lived in a lot of the same hoods as us, they were, into the same type of music. But if we weren't there, they wouldn't have just created hip hop. You know what I mean? So to me, I think Lord Jamar might be correct on that we created it, but yeah, they were there.
But that's what I was going to ask you. And I stand on what Lord Jamar is saying as well. What I mean, you kind of already said it, but like, what was it like? I mean, did you see a lot of Latinos, Puerto Ricans, in your neighborhood? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what neighborhood, but yeah, they were pretty much everywhere. But some neighborhoods more than others. But mostly, when you went into the real like Puerto Rican neighborhoods or Dominican neighborhoods, they were playing like Spanish music. You know what I mean? But the ones that were sprinkled into our neighborhoods, they were mostly listening to hip hop. And so they just kind of joined in, because when you're in an environment where hip hop music is being played, you tend to jump on it. So most of the older Hispanic people were listening to Hispanic music, but the younger ones, they kind of gravitated toward what we were doing. And like when we was breakdancing and shit, one of my best friends was a Puerto Rican kid, and we used to battle other kids breakdancing. You know what I mean? But I do agree with Lord Jamar. I think they were definitely there, but I don't think they were part of the creation aspect.
One thing too that Lord Jamar said, I caught glimpse of some of his clips, and he was saying that really it was the younger Latinos,
right?
Not all the Puerto Ricans really fuck with black people like that,
and that's true.
And then they were saying that they was like when he went to other people's houses and stuff, some of the Puerto Ricans would be like, "Hey, you gotta wait here. I can't let you come up here," because those people, they were racist against.
Yeah.
But I would say that since they grew up under hip hop, because I've always, especially listening to Black Dot, him being a native New Yorker.
Yeah.
You listen, you talking about it, that the Puerto Ricans and blacks they're kind of more together,
right?
As opposed to like the West, where like they've faked this unity, but it's really like, nah, black people can't come over on this side,
right?
Mexicans can't come over here, but now like when some shit pop off, they together, but most of the time they got their own division. So yeah, I mean, it's really kind of interesting. Here in the South, me coming up, like I said, we was, we kind of just seen what we seen on TV, like with Run DMC was probably like our first introduction into hip hop.
Yeah.
So, and like we didn't really have, like they were there. I have a friend that's Puerto Rican. I mean, as far as like, we was in the 7th grade and stuff, and high school and stuff, but he kind of gravitated towards our life, as far as like, not necessarily talking black, but like his mannerism and thing. Now he's kind of like, white now in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a knock on him, but they kind of coach with
right.
Yeah. But what I would say, like we didn't like here. They were, I mean, now they're around, especially when you get to places like Asheboro. and it may not be Puerto Rican, it might be just Hispanic or Mexican
Right.
or just whatnot.
Yeah.
But they wasn't really around like that. It was either you were black or white. You might
Right.
see, you know, somebody there, someone there, but most of the time it was just, you know, black
Right.
and white.
Yeah, and I mean places like New York, that's more of what they call a melting pot. You know, so you got a little bit of everybody. You know what I mean? Because there was a bunch of different like Hispanic people. I knew Cuban people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Puerto Rican people, Dominican people. Then you had your Jamaicans. You had your black people from New York and all that. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a bunch of people, man. So I love that about New York. I'm just glad that that's my stomping ground. You know, I represent North Carolina right now, but I'm just glad that I had that New York state of mind growing up. You know, and I will definitely. I understand what KRS is saying because I mean they were there from the very beginning, but when you think about creation and who came up with the ideas and shit like that, that's all us. You know what I mean? That's all us.
I
You
mean,
know.
do you think that, and I hate to say this about KRS One because he is respected. I mean, there's sometimes he says some contradictory things, but do you feel that he's been compromised?
I don't think. Well, I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. I mean, I think KRS One is just such a free thinker that he sometimes just, you know, just may estimate things the wrong way. You know, that's just my opinion. But you know, he. A lot of times when I hear him speak, he's right to a degree, but he's not always 100% right. So, you know, he can only speak from his perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what his perception of things were. So, you know, but like I said, the younger Hispanic kids that were same age as me, they all kind of gravitated towards hip hop because that was the popular thing in the hood, you know, in New York. You know, maybe in the West Coast, it might not have been as much during that time because hip hop was just still formulating in New York. And I mean, you know, that's a whole nother topic. I mean, hip hop day, the birthday is considered what, August 11th, 73?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the date of that block party that Kool Herc did. But hip hop as a, you know, culture was still kind of going on before that. It's just, it was kind of put in like lightning in a bottle at that moment. Like we're gonna kind of put this all together as one culture. But it was all going on before that. So
That's one thing too. I would say, like, and then we'll go to the next topic.
all right.
You know, we talk about New York a lot. I would really, you don't really get enough history about the creation of like it being in the West. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know a little bit about Mixmaster Spade, but you don't really hear a lot of the records. You know, and I think a year ago I heard I think Snoop Dogg had like a posse record of all the pioneers and mix, and it was really great for him to hear Mixmaster Spade on there.
Right.
And his style of rap is really, really interesting because it's kind of got like this jailhouse rock feel, like not to say Elvis,
right.
but I mean that's because he took it from somebody else.
Right.
But I mean that's who you kind of gravitate towards, like the style he got. Like, so he's telling you just gangster shit, but like in the style of like this blues type folklore, and it's like, man, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You really don't really get a lot of history on the West. It's kind of like New York is, I mean, not to take away from New York, but New York is just so, it's kind of push. But the West, I mean, West was, when the crown went over to the West, yeah, it had this storming thing about it. Like it just blew up like crazy.
Yeah.
And then, you don't really hear too much about the beginning of the South neither. You don't really hear those things. And I would like, someone to come out with a documentary of those things.
Yeah.
So people could be informed, the Midwest, all that stuff. So we can have a better understanding and a picture of hip hop and, what it means in this region, what it means in that region. So But
Yeah, man. No, you good,
yeah,
man.
I'm sorry. I just kind of got, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you good, man. It's a lot, a lot to learn. I mean, like I was finding out, like on the West Coast, even in the early days of hip hop, they had Uncle Jam's Army.
Yeah.
And I didn't know about that for a long time. You know what I mean? And so they was doing a lot of early shit in hip hop. So, we got to give people like that credit. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we can go ahead and move on to our next topic. Which one do you want to go ahead and cover now?
Yeah, good. Got to talk about Rick Ross. Huh?
Rick Ross.
Beat in Canada.
Yo, but man,
Terrence and Phillips.
Terrence and Phillips. Yo, that was hilarious.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I had to, if Drake won anything, he won on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't no, he didn't win the war overall, right. But still.
Yeah.
For them to say they got Terrence and Phillips.
Yo, that was hilarious. Hilarious. Yo, but yeah, basically Rick Ross was out there, and I guess he was performing in Canada. Was it in Toronto? I don't know.
I believe it was Toronto.
But yeah, basically they were taking kind of an interlude between songs, and so during the interlude, the DJ decided to play "Not Like Us" from Kendrick Lamar, and I guess Drake sent some of his goons out there. The OVO reps, and they stepped to Rick Ross, and you can see the conversation, but you can't really make out what they're saying is good. Could you hear what they was exactly saying? I couldn't. See it. I saw, yeah. So it's like the crowd, and they're kind of in the middle of the crowd, just kind of back and forth with each other, and then the dude just kind of swings off on Rick Ross, and then the whole thing just jumps off. One of Rick Ross's homeboys, I think, kind of got jumped after Rick Ross got hit. I guess security finally stepped in because it was like, yo, where was security before that? Why this nigga get punched in the face?
They were probably on the parade roll too. They were like, let's get this fat nigga.
Right. Yeah. But I was like, wow, my man stole Rick Ross in the middle of the show. But yeah, I don't know where he was at. I guess Rick Ross was maybe walking through the crowd. Because for me, it's like, I'm not doing all of that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm staying up on stage.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because you never know. I mean, he thought, I think a lot of people, and, shout out to Toronto, Canada. We definitely don't want to say like, oh, Toronto's soft. I've never been there. I don't want y'all coming down here. All right? I don't want y'all coming down here trying to be like, goon. Because, I know I've heard things that, y'all guys about that.
Yeah.
But I think, putting that aside, I think he was thinking like, these niggas soft. It's Toronto.
Right.
But they got maple syrup.
Maple syrup and Canadian bacon. Right.
Oh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
But you know what, man? The people of Miami have been speaking out about it, and some of the gang members was like, yo, Drake, if you come through here,
oh no,
it's a wrap, bro.
Oh no, man.
It's a wrap.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And they're not really trying to say, okay, we're just stands of Rick Ross. They're just like, you disrespected somebody from our city though. You know what I mean? And our city stands on business. So yeah.
Miami Dade,
yeah, man.
Yeah, so I don't blame him for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame him for that. So, but yeah, I think it's unfortunate that happened to him. Should he done that in the enemy's backyard? Did they not like us to it? Probably not.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. He didn't even request the DJ to play the shit. From what I understand, the DJ just made it a point to play it, being funny. You know what I mean? But Rick Ross ain't got nothing to do. He ain't forcing the DJ to play that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all just, chose him as a target.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. Y'all, let us know what y'all think in the comments, man, because it was kind of a funny fight. It was like, damn, this nigga getting beat down. First, the dude that was getting beat down, I thought it was Rick Ross at first. But come to find out now, they ushered his ass out of the way. Like, nah, you go over here. Let your boy get jumped. Because, it is a video of like that, too, where they reenact the whole thing. And you see, like, Rick Ross's homeboy getting jumped. They pretending it's him. And then Rick Ross and somebody else is over in the corner like, hold me back. Like they're really trying to do something, but they really not. I was like, yo, they stupid as hell. Yeah, so that shit funny. I gotta find that video and send it to you.
Yeah, but going back to that, I think Drake really needs to. I mean, I ain't gonna say rebrand, but as far as that situation goes, I mean, that's still kind of like a bad look on him, even though that was kind of like a victory. Because like everybody's unifying and stuff, people ain't really trying to do this petty, back and forth and nitpicking and trolling and shit. Like really, um, like I said, I would just like to hear Drake say, "Hey man, maybe we get something 10 years from now. Like, hey man, this is me. I did this. I'm not that person no more. Like I want to, hey, I want to continue to do music.
Yeah.
I want to be the true artist I am. Just that and the third.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that down the line we get that if he still is in the game. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, enough about that. I'm sorry, I just didn't want.
Nah, man, you good, man. It was an interesting situation, man. When I first saw the video, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy, man."
Yeah.
But yeah, we got one more topic we want to talk about before we wrap up for the day. So tell us about this last topic.
Our main, our topic, what we've been trying to do is not just give you what everybody else is talking about. Yeah, we kind of have to talk about some of this, modern stuff or stuff that's in this, in the news because we want to kind of, give our opinion on it. But we also want to focus on, some of the history, some of the stuff in hip hop that people don't talk about, people kind of forget to talk about. So today, I was going to do white MCs to follow up with the female MCs, but I kind of watched the documentary, and I'll get into the documentary when we talk about this. Hip hop dancers, where has that gone? We've got now we have dances. We have like the TikTok dance. I give that. We have TikTok dances and things like that. But in the 80s, you had crews dancing. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you had
B-boys, B-girls.
You even had like people like Big Daddy Kane. They had dance show steps, Hammer. You know what I'm saying? People were like dancing, physically fit. You know what I'm saying? I think that changed, through the introduction of maybe like people like NWA, Snoop. I think all that kind of changed.
Right.
And people wasn't really doing the dance. Like it was still there, but it wasn't really prominent.
Right.
But it was still there. So I just want to know what kind of happened to it. What's your opinion on that?
So, it's definitely still there to a degree, but yeah, it's not like it used to be because like they have breakdance competitions and all around the world, big battles. I don't think it's just not that big here in the US. But other countries who really just love hip hop as a culture, oh yeah, they be going in. I be seeing, some of the clips. I follow a few pages where they do breakdance competitions, really big shit. And I think it's still there, but I wish it was more prominent over here where it originated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure they do some small stuff over here probably, but most of the stuff I see is coming from other companies where you'll see a bunch of Asian kids in breakdance competitions, white kids, and I'm just like, where the hell are we at?
Yeah.
We need to be in there heavy. We in there, but we sprinkled in a little bit. So, but I think it's definitely still alive, but I just wish it was more prominent here with people like, maybe Crazy Legs who could mentor some of these young break dancers. He's still out there. So, but yeah, dancing has definitely evolved a lot over the years. But, b-boying and breakdancing and b-girling and all of that, that's still alive. We just need it. We need more of it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing too. Like, let's and I guess I should have asked this question. Who was the last artist that was like big who did like that had a dance?
Right.
You know what I'm
That had
saying?
an
You know what I'm
actual
saying? They
dance.
had an actual dance. Like, I mean, you got
Wow.
you had like the Dougie, you had, Drake had the little Kiki joint.
Yeah, the Dougie, I mean, that really came out back in the 80s, but they kind of revived it in the early 2000s, just a new version of it. But that's so I won't count that as like new per se.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kiki, the Stanky Leg, I don't know. I don't think that was named after anybody specific. So, but I don't think there's really any artists who. Well, Soldier Boy had his little dance. Right. Crank that, yeah. He might be the last one that actually had his own actual dance. You know what I mean? To me, I don't know. But I don't know. What do you think? Has there been anybody else? I don't
Definitely
think so.
not in recent history,
Right.
as far as America. The reason why I bring that up, so my girl, she's into K-pop. Well, she likes certain artists from K-pop. I don't want to. And she'll be like, I don't like K-pop like that. You make me sound like I'm a teeny bop. But there's a particular.
Ain't nothing wrong with that shit.
Yeah. There's a particular group called BTS.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And a lot of people at first, especially with the songs like Butter and Dynamite, you get this impression of, oh, these are just some pop niggas.
Right.
But nah, these niggas get busy like with the mic and stuff.
Yeah.
But J-Hope, one of the guys from BTS, he's actually like the lead choreographer of the group. He's not the strongest, but he know how to get people to dance and stuff. He did a documentary called Hope on the Street. I think it came out maybe 2 years ago because
wow, I didn't know about that.
To give the BTS fans and the army, that's what they call them. Right now, most of the members they had to go and serve in Korea's military. They have a mandatory thing that like males from like I think 18 to 30 has to serve at least 2 years. And they was like the people was like well, BTS, y'all really kind of single-handedly saved our economy through the K-pop stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't got sir. They like, nah, we gonna do this.
Right.
So I mean now they kind of took their own time about it.
Yeah.
Because they pretty much have that range of that age, like 18 to 30 throughout their group.
Right.
There's 7 of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, J-Hope put out Hope on the Street. And he went to all these dancing like capitals. He went to I forgot all the cities he went to, but I know for sure he went to Paris.
Okay.
And he met up with the guy. They were doing like pop locking, and they were talking about house, how that house music is really, really big in like the Paris scene.
A word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they was like, house music is just big, but it, and I had a little gripe at first because they were saying like, it started in Paris. Like, nah, that shit started in Chicago, but they actually made mention to that later. But they were saying what they were saying. I misunderstood that Paris took it and like that's the big thing, like on the runway fashion and all that other stuff. So, and then they actually went to New York. They did, the hip hop stuff, hip hop freestyle dancing and popping and locking. But it was just interesting in that documentary that it took somebody from Korea to get like all these aspects of dancing because he wants to be able to take this and be able to use it for, their art. They actually went back, and actually he went back home, and for this purpose of talking, I don't know the actual Italian. I can't pronounce it. For this conversation, I'm just going to say soul because that's the only thing I know. And the way I'm using it, I'm not trying to be like, oh, that mug ain't from soul. He's from da 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 da.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you disrespect. Nah, I'm saying it's just like I'm from Trinity, North Carolina. I don't know I know y'all don't know where that at.
Right.
But I'll say I'm from the Greensboro area. People know where that's at. So that's how I'm using it. So he went back home. There's his group called the Neurons. neurons. I think it's
Okay.
like neurons, or if I'm pronouncing it right. But that was the dance crew he was in when he was growing up. He couldn't even afford to pay lessons. They
Mm.
gave him free lessons and stuff. Now he's this big dude. Now he
Okay.
kind of give them their shine.
Right.
So,
Right.
and I kind of saw like black people in that documentary because it's like, this is the shit we used to do. We used to shine up, like, we used to have like the boys, the girls, like the kids out here like dancing,
Right.
doing
Exactly.
stuff, and like it was just the coolest thing. Like Yo MTV Raps would have people like, yeah, man, we're gonna bang on these, we're gonna take these buckets, and we got the drums and the
Yeah.
drumsticks, and we're gonna bang on these. Like the creativity, the
Mhm.
ingenuity, that was
Exactly.
there.
Exactly.
And it's just a shame that it took somebody from Korea
Mhm.
to reintroduce that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry that was a long rant.
No, you
but
good.
I had to get that out.
But we need more of that. Somebody who just kind of helps reintroduce things and brings it back to light. Somebody who has a spotlight that can just say, you know what, I want to put a spotlight back on breakdancing, b-boying, b-girling. You know what I mean? The competitiveness of it. You know what I mean? Let's start a new competition, here in the States, or blah, 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 So, we need that. So anybody who's big out there who still loves hip hop like that, they need to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, I think dancing has come a long way, and I love that we're always innovating new dances. But I do like how they used to do it, where somebody actually made their own dance, like the Bismarck dance. You know what I mean?
Herman.
The Pee Wee Herman, yeah.
Get busy, y'all.
Exactly. And I think Heavy D had his own dance. Who else had their own dance? Trying to think of some people.
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground, the Humpty Hump.
Yeah. I'm like MC Hammer on track, Humpty.
Yeah.
Also, like a good face cook dance.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Nah, you good, man.
I have to do Shock G's voice like somewhere. I just have to do it.
So yeah, man. Shout out to all the dancers still doing those, those types of dances. Not just, we're not counting like the twerking and all of that. That's not part of the culture. That's just anybody can come up with some shit like that. You know what I mean? It won't be called twerking. In a few years, it'll be the same thing, but it'll be called something else.
Well, I mean, I give twerking its proper place because it ain't just. And when I say this, it's not like I ain't trying to do it, but I know it takes it's a little bit more than what people let on to be.
Yeah.
So as far as doing it, I respect the art of it. It was really more for it was more an African thing, like an African dance, when they did like, tribal stuff. But see, that's the thing. It was hot in those areas, so they probably doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it was. I don't think when they did it, and it might have been. I don't think it was a lot of like sexual energy tied to it. You know what I'm saying? But now I could be wrong about that. I definitely could be wrong about that. Yeah. I can't like discount to like, oh well, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? But I think what it is we see a oversaturating market of it. Like it's like, it used to be like, man, that girl with the jeans, like she got a butt. Like that was cool, but now it's just like there's so many butts.
Right. They've
oversaturated. It's like it's oversaturated.
Yeah, and that's the thing, it's like you said, everything is cool in moderation.
Yeah.
But once that's, everybody just looks at that like, oh, that's the easy button. All I got to do is bend over and shake it a little bit, and I got 1 million likes. It's like everybody needs to relax. Just like when they was calling out what you call it, the T-Pain joint, the Studio Magic, the filter. And everybody was just like, yeah.
Oh, the red joint?
No, the sound, the T-Pain sound.
Like the auto-tune?
Auto-tune, yeah.
Yeah.
After a while, it's like, it was cool, but now so many people jumped on it. It was just like, okay, can we relax with the shit? Everybody don't have to do auto-tune just to sound good. And so every female don't have to twerk just to get attention. You know what I mean? So it's like let's kind of scale it back a little bit. You know, it's like that's all it is now. So it's like you said, it's oversaturated. So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, I love dancing, and I always used to be a b-boy when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I'm older now, so I ain't really doing it like I used to, but I still have a love for it, and I love seeing it. So I would love to see something kind of come out of the States, like a real big competition. I know they had the Red Bull competition, but I don't know if that was here in the States. I feel like that was in another country.
Yeah, I think most of those are like, in other countries where they get busy.
Because, I mean, those people still have an appreciation for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's just, I mean, the B-boy, I think it's, even if it's not here mainstream, and like when they were trying to kill it, like Young Yachty was talking, not Young Yachty, but Lil Yachty back in 2015 was like, yeah, there ain't nobody breakdancing over here. Yeah. And there was dudes that was actually in 2015 like breakdancing. Yeah. Now it may not be popular. I get it. Yeah. Everybody can't do it because it takes a type of physical. You have to be physically fit. Yeah. Well, not necessarily physically fit, but you have to have physical. There's so much stuff you have to do. Yeah, that's a lot to be able to do some of the moves. I get it. I know everybody can't do it. Twerking would, like you said, it is the easy button. Right. For some people. Like, even that is not easy as it looks. Just because you have a big butt don't mean you can twerk. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's the thing. It's just, it is it's like they had these artists, to me, back in, particularly like the 2010s era, to come through and try to kill that for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I mean, it is what it is, man. But that's the thing, for some reason in our culture, we always want to say something is outdated. Oh, nah, we don't do that around here no more. Nah, that's just your perception of it. And, if we appreciate stuff for what it is, it will never go out of style. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't think the B-boy is going anywhere. And like I said, it's another element to hip hop. Could it be more in the forefront? Yeah, but as a whole, I don't think the B-boy is going anywhere. Yeah, definitely not. Because it really, especially in the 70s and 80s, it really was like a good, strong foundation of hip hop. I think the issue is that, the corporations and stuff can't really make the money off of, like, as they could, like the MC and the DJ, but most of the time they focus on the rapper, the MC. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the B-boy, they not. Yeah. Yep. So, y'all let us know. Weigh in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about that. You know what I mean? Hip hop as a culture and what you think B-boy dancing and all that. I mean, because if you think about it, without that, we wouldn't have had movies like, what was it, Step Up? Yeah. All those, Oh, you just got served. And you got served, yeah. Yeah. All of those types. The Crush Groove, Big Street. Yeah. Hang on, Wild Style, first hip hop movie. Exactly. So yeah, man. So y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments, and we'll kind of go from there. We appreciate y'all for checking us out once again, and sticking with us, especially those who have followed us. Thank you for following us from our old page. Yeah. And to any new subscribers, we welcome you. Yeah. Y'all can check out our old stuff. We renamed that one Layers to the Culture as well. Because, we got other subscribers on that. But if y'all want to, y'all can toggle between both pages. We're going to have some things coming up. It just, man, I'm telling you, man, life be lifing sometimes. Yeah, man, life be lifing. But yeah, man, so for Layers of the Culture, episode 9, this is your man, Kurt, and this is Howie. And we'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace.